Welcome back to SnowRunner. Today you join us back in Black River at the drilling site, and there is a reason for this. So we're looking at the mission Winter Stores. Now the first part of this mission involves us taking a logistics trailer, put my teeth back in, from the drilling site in Black River all the way to Smithfield Dam. So we've come across here in the Chevrolet Kodiac C70 that has been in Black River since we started, and we're going to drive this logistics trailer all the way through Black River until we get to the point where we can go to Smithfield Dam. It's quite a bit of a journey just from here, but on top of that it goes even further. So if we go across to Smithfield Dam, we have to come out on the far right hand side of the map and head to the far left to the logistics base all the way across the other side of Smithfield Dam. We are staying north of the river at least, but it's still the other side. So this journey begins now. It's a very long one. I'm expecting this to take a long time, and I'm a little bit nervous about using the Chevrolet Kodiac. So we found this in Black River originally, and we used it a little bit towards the end of our time in Black River before we went to Smithfield Dam, and it was a decent truck, but it has one severe weakness. There's no all-wheel drive. Now we've seen this a lot where all-wheel drive helps massively, especially when there's lots of mud. Black River isn't too bad for that. There's always ways around this. There's always ways to negate the mud, find a better route. Other than this little bit here, as we approach the bridge, we've had many a moment here with the Kodiak and the Fleet Star getting across this bridge. Can we do it? I was going to say, without a trailer, this thing made it here, no problems. Trailer's a little bit different, and we're making it. We're okay. I was a little bit unsure how we'd do that. This could all go badly wrong and I'm going to regret using the Kodiak, maybe. I don't know. We're stuck again, aren't we? Come on, let's keep chugging. Keep chugging. That's the important part. So we're focusing on getting this across to Black River to Smithfield Dam. And I kind of made the decision to use the Kodiak because the Fleet Star's already in Smithfield Dam. I thought, well, we could bring it all the way back, but then we've used it a lot. Let's try and use something different. And the only other vehicle we have for pulling anything is this, the Kodiak. Now, I have looked, and I think it says for all-wheel drive we need to explore Alaska. Now, we're not leaving Michigan until everything's done, so we're not going to get it anytime soon. But surely it's good enough to do some jobs. It may depend on what type of jobs we're doing, but I think it must be good enough. There is a few upgrades on it. We have got better wheels on it, better tyres I should say, not wheels. I think we've upgraded the engine as well, maybe. I can't quite remember exactly what we've done to it, to be fair. But it's time for it to show us what it's capable of. The times we have used it previously on Black River, it's done okay. We've had a few moments where we've got stuck, and more that was driver error than the vehicle error, I would have said. So let's see how we do with this today. I'm hopeful. Put it that way, fingers crossed. My only concern is how long this is going to take. I don't know how long the average journey from where we just were all the way across the Smithfield Dam will be. That's damn. What are we hitting ourselves on? We got damaged quite a bit there, and I don't quite know what we hit. That should just be mud there. There must have been maybe some rocks, I suppose. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Hoping that doesn't affect us too badly. Suspension took quite a bit of damage there. Getting a little bit stuck again. Just got to keep moving forward. I think the journey to Smithfield Dam should be fine. There may be a few moments of slowness like this one, but I think generally the journey should be okay. My concern is actually on Smithfield Dam itself. We've seen the roads there and they're not brilliant. And this is where all-wheel drive would make a massive difference. And maybe we should use the Fleet Star, but it's just time to use something else. You know, we've relied on the Fleet Star so much, so I think it's time to use something else. We still need to buy back the GMC, and originally the GMC was rubbish. It only had road tyres, was only good for on-road. With better tyres now that we've managed to rank up a few times and get better tyres and all-wheel terrain tyres and stuff like that, I think it could be better. So we just need to get the money together to get that done. Okay, let's have a quick refueling here. There is a refuel point just before we hit the town centre as well, but we want to make sure we're topped up. Once we get to Smithfield Dam, the fueling point is before the garage. which is away from where we're heading. So I want to kind of go with as much fuel as possible, I think. Got a decent sized tank, to be fair, here. Damage as well. There's a little bit of damage on us, but we should be okay. The Chevrolet scout truck is just down the road, actually, near the bridge that we need to take. So we may have a look there. I think it's got stuff that we could use to fix our suspension. So that might be worth having a look at on the way, to be fair. But so far so good. The Kodiak's had its moments of going slow, but generally it drives lovely. We haven't really had much experience of pulling this type of trailer, to be fair. Just see on the map there, just seeing where we were in relation to the Chevrolet. Yeah, we haven't had much time to really pull anything with this, other than I think we did, I don't know if we did a high saddle or not on this. I know we've used the big crane to when we were doing the big drilling part originally. I'm trying to think what else we've used it for. I know we've done a couple of deliveries, but it may have just been a flatbed. And it was absolutely fine, other than driver error. Other than that, it was fine. Trailers, though, are different. We've known this with the Fleet Star. Trailers can be really awkward. Fleet Star's a fantastic truck that, you know, does the majority of our work for us. Stick a trailer on the back, and it really struggles. So there could be a case of that. Also, with the maintenance trailer, I know it has fuel in it. I think it can fix their vehicles as well. But I don't know if we fail the mission if we use any of it. So I don't want to touch it, just in case it fails the mission. It'd be nothing worse than get halfway there, decide to fix my truck, and then it says failed because, you know, we've used something and then we've got to restart the whole thing. There's nothing worse. So we're not touching its fuel or anything else because we could, just in case. I just don't know if it would affect the mission. Right, our other Chevrolet is here. This could, I don't know if we've ever used parts on it already, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Might be able to fix its suspension. I don't think it's actually going to affect us too badly, but it's worth a quick check. Okay, wheels on the roof. Yeah, we can't. Can we do anything? Suspension damage there, we know that. That's the roof rack. Ah, there we go. Okay. We've fixed what we could. The Chevrolet didn't carry very many supplies, to be fair, so we fixed a bit. No need. I thought the tyres were damaged, but maybe not. Or if they've got damage, it's not enough to replace them. Maybe that could be it. Okay, well, we tried. It was worth a little bit, I suppose. It is what it is. We'll carry on with the damage. I don't really know how much damage affects you driving. You know, suspension, I would assume, if it does affect the vehicle, run lower, like lower to the floor, get caught more, maybe less bouncing, harder suspension, maybe. I don't know. I can understand the engine, obviously, top speed and power would decrease. Fuel, obviously, you'd use more fuel. I get those. Suspension, I'm not sure how it would affect us, to be fair. But interesting one. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, over the bridge now, we're making our way to the town centre, so we're just going to follow this road all the way to the town centre. There will be a small deviation as the road is due to be fixed at one point, and we have to go around that. There's no point trying to rush that and try and go over the top, so we'll just go round. I think that is our best bet. The other part to this mission is the vehicle spare parts. So my plan is there is a trailer near to the logistics base. We was there from a previous mission. I think we found it after finishing off the mission there. So my plan is to just take that from where it is to the logistics base, as it's quite close to it. That's my thinking. That's why we're not going to pick anything else up on the way. I think just to give the Kodiak the best chance possible of making it all the way here is just to get the trailer and keep going forward with it. I think that's our best bet. Now, I've got a feeling it's going to be a long journey, and we'd said previously about not putting music into videos and not talking more, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to how to talk all the way through this without struggling a little bit. So we'll see how we go, but we may have to put some music in. As I say, I'm not too sure how long this will take us, but so far it's been going okay. No real issues. So we're now in the town centre. We just need to pass through here, right through the other side, and then it's just a straight run up to the point of heading to Smithfield Dam. I suppose it's an underground tunnel, isn't it? I suppose tunnel connection. Last time we used the Kodiak, we had an issue near that tunnel. Actually, I think think we turned left a bit too late and went into a little bit of a ditch and couldn't get out of that until the Fleet Star come and saved us. I think that was the last time we used the Kodiak, to be fair. Just trying to think, did we struggle last time going up this hill? Because this hill can be a bit tricky. I don't know if we struggled last time or not though, offhand. And there we go. Just starting to slow us down now. As we hit the hill there, you could just see the momentum lost completely. So obviously that is a little bit power issue, trailer weight, lack of all-wheel drive, because it's only rear-wheel drive otherwise. All these things come into play, but we're okay, still moving forward. That's the important part. But a massive thank you to anyone who's watched the SnowRunner series so far. I hope you're enjoying it. I love the game, and you know, if I could only record this at all times, I would happily. It's just one of those things that catches you, and once it's got you, that's it. And Shu the Game was telling me the other day how they're adding more DLC still. You know, he's been doing SnowRunner for a very long time, and he's only just started the DLCs after finishing every mission in the base game, which is incredible. I think LV's has platinumed the game, which in itself is just monumental. Whether we'll do that, I'm not sure. The plan is to do every area, clear everything as we go, not move on from Michigan until everything's done. I still think we're only going to take one truck and one scout across to where we go next, which I think is Alaska next, I think. That's kind of still in my head. Whether that'll work or not, I don't know. It just depends how quick we're going to find other vehicles, isn't it, I suppose. But we'll figure that out as we go. But eventually, obviously, the vehicles will retire wherever we found them map-wise. So if we find, you know, when we finally get further on and we get better vehicles, the Fleet Star will live in Michigan, essentially. Right, here we are at the dam. Let's head to Smithfield Dam. And here we are. That wasn't too bad. I think it took us just over 10 minutes from the drilling site in Black River to the connection to Smithfield Dam. So 10 minutes, not too bad. It's around that. I thought it would take a lot longer, to be fair. It wasn't too bad a journey. I think we could have done it quicker in the Fleet Star, but I think no real issues. We had a few moments where the Chevrolet slowed down, and that's it. But this is the first time the Chevrolet has been in Smithfield Dam. So we're about to find out what this thing is really made of. But so far, we're on the first part. Obviously, road. We're heading towards the garage, which will be just up here. Fuel-wise, we should be okay. To fill up, we would have had to go towards the left there rather than coming right. And even then, I don't really think it's that big a deal. I'm still a bit concerned about the damage. I want to give the Kodiak as best chance as possible of making it as far as possible. So what I'm thinking is we leave the trailer here, quickly recover the Kodiak, get it fixed up, it will refuel it at the same time, as we're just outside the garage now. So let's do that. Let's disconnect the trailer, and then we can recover the Kodiak, and then we send it straight back out. Fuel restored as well, perfect. Okay, we've refueled. We weren't that down on fuel, to be fair, that far, so it's not too big a deal. But at least we've got no damage now. I'm just trying to give this the best chance possible of making it as far as possible. You know, just trying to really see what it's made of. Now, I did look around everywhere else to find this maintenance trailer. I considered buying one, thinking that might solve this mission too. But then I thought that if there's a mission that involves you taking a trailer somewhere, I'm assuming it is somewhere. Now, this trailer wasn't... I could be wrong, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this trailer wasn't in Black River originally. I wonder if it only spawns when you select the mission. Mainly because I don't remember seeing it when we were there previously. But it's been a while since we were there, so I could be wrong. It could be there and I just didn't see it. It's quite a big thing though, isn't it, not to see. But I don't know if I did or not. I can't really remember. But yeah, I'd consider buying one just to solve the mission, because originally I was looking around Black River and couldn't see the pickup point. And then I saw the arrow go into the connection to Black River, and I thought, oh, okay, it's through there. Where's it there? And then we found it. And I thought, well, there must be an easier way, maybe. And I don't know, it may have worked, but in my head I'm thinking, well, there's one specifically there for the mission. That's the one we need to use. It would have been a lot easier, though, just to buy one and put it already here, but we'd also lose money. The money we earn for doing the contract won't be as much as it cost us for one of the trailers. So it's one of those. Now, this is the start of when things could get really difficult. Just got to quickly say hello to the upside down trailer that we still haven't picked up on the left hand side. It is still there. I will pick it up one day, I just don't know when. We can get our money back on it if we do pick it up, to be fair. I should do that at some point. Okay, so this is when this was the bit I was starting to worry about the Kodiak, and I was already aware that this could be an issue. So the farm's on our right hand side. The farm entrance is flooded, as we've seen before. We want to try. We have been sneaking down the left hand side of the entrance, so we're going to give it a go. If it does get too tough, we may have to reassess. But my plan is we go down the road. We go down through the farm and all the way to the lumber mill, that kind of way. I think that'll do for the minute. Just trying to make sure we know which kind of directions we're heading in when we get to junctions and things. I don't know where we're going to go from there though. Do we go up? Possibly. No junction. So junction's really the main point. Do we go? It's a long way round there, isn't it? Maybe I don't really want to go all the way around and down. You can see the trailer flashing there. That's the one that we meant from last time. I'm not really sure which way we're going to take this. Do we want to go all the way there? Do we want to go up? I don't really know best route. I think a lot of it's going to depend on how the Kodiak does. Yeah, we can't really make too much decisions. We don't know if it's going to make it. If it's not, we need to grab the Fleet Star anyway. So I suppose there's no point making decisions till we know how we're going to do this. So we're stuck. Didn't take long, did it? I really thought we could make it down the side here and get through the farm and go that way. It's a little bit of a shortcut, essentially. And we've been doing this in the Fleet Star, and it's had a few issues. It's not been completely easy going down this side area, so I kind of knew this could be tricky, but we're well and truly stuck. I suppose it doesn't help that it's night time. We can't really see where things are, rocks especially, and that could also be an issue if the rocks are in our way. But yeah, this is a little bit of an issue. We need to get out of this. Come on, move a little bit. It's not really working. We need to think of something else. I'm not resetting the truck. I'm refusing at this point. we gotta get out of this mess. So there's trees to the left there. All we need to do is be pulled onto that grass bank, surely. I know the trailer's obviously weighing us down. There we go. There we go. There we don't go. Yeah. Trying to use the trailer as leverage, so pulling from the trailer onto the tree and stuff does pull you forward, but don't think this is going to work. Like I say, it's not the end of the world. If we can get out of here, there is another route to take. I was just hoping we'd be able to speed through this bit, and jobs are good. But it doesn't look like it is. I'm not sure how long this is going to take for me to try and fix this mess. So bear with me, and we're back as we try and fix this. Okay, trailer rear attached. We're on the move again. I had to kind of just focus on what I was doing. You saw we kind of did a route as well. I just wanted to focus on trying to get this truck moving again. And talking through things sometimes isn't the best way of solving these situations. Sometimes you just need to think about it and do it without distractions, if that makes sense. I do find talking while driving in SnowRunner tricky at times. I try and focus on different things, but it is really tricky. Don't know why. It's one of the weird things. I used to we have done in the past in racing videos and stuff. I commentate the race. I've never found that difficult, but I do find it in SnowRunner. I'm still also just a little proviso in case we do some weird, unexpected movements. The lack of sleep is really affecting me when it comes to editing and stuff, but it's also affecting me when I'm gaming. So there's a few games now, including SnowRunner, where I will half fall asleep while recording. You may not notice it, you may never know it's happened, but I know it's happened. So if we suddenly make a weird noise, weird directional pull to the left out of nowhere, it could be that I kind of nodded off for a second. It's just the byproduct of barely sleeping. It is really tricky. Right, we've got ourselves a little bit stuck here, but I think it's more on the rocks than anything else. There we go. Come on. Now, this is another bit we was worried about if we came this way, because we've had an issue with the Fleet Star previously and flipping the load over down onto the bank below. We've got to be careful, staying nice and easy. It's trying to creep our way forward essentially. The trailer's pretty flat to the floor, doesn't really move around too much, so I don't really have to worry about that just rolling over on its own. I think we've got enough to pull it out of an issue if we have one, but we still need to not fall down the hole either. And I think we made it pretty well. I was really worried about that, but actually it seemed quite straightforward. We are getting stuck in the mud a few times, and that was always another concern, because obviously lack of all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive only, getting stuck is going to be a common occurrence, I think. Right, from here we've basically got to follow this road straight and go all the way around till we get to roughly there, and that's the drilling site, isn't it? There, I think that's what it's called, the drilling site. So we want to pass across there. We're going to go down this long channel up here and then round to there. I think that's the best route from the angle we've come in at. I think that's probably the best one. We are probably going to have quite a few more stoppages, just on little bits of mud and things getting in the way, I'm pretty sure. Judging by the way the Kodiak is driving so far, it is not the simplest vehicle to drive in this terrain. It's amazing how much difference rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive matters. Now, obviously it matters off-roading, because it's whether you're having 2 tires, 4 tires, 6 tires spin at once. I get that, and the amount of traction you're putting down is increased with the more tires, but the issue for me is more not the tyres, but has it got the power, has it got the oomph, especially when pulling trailers and things. So I don't know, I really want to enjoy the Kodiak, but times like this now cause me to not really enjoy using it. And I know it's probably short-lived, it is only because there's a trailer on the back. It's one that all-wheel drive. This would be such a good vehicle with all-wheel drive. I need to have a look as well to see if you can compare the power of vehicles. Can you find out their horsepower? I know you can look at the engines, but I don't think it gives horsepower information. I'm just curious to what's got more power, whether it is. I know you've got the rating of power to weight ratio and stuff, but it's not really subjective when you're comparing, because it's just a word essentially. I'm curious to what is stronger, the Chevrolet Kodiak or the Fleet Star. We take all the off-road tires off the Fleet Star. Would it do better than the Kodiak? I don't know, to be fair. It was one of the first vehicles. I think is it the second vehicle we acquired? Because I think we had the car first, the Chevrolet, and then I think it may have been the Fleet Star for quite a while. I know we had the GMC as well. Obviously we sold that in the end to get mud tires and stuff. We need to buy that back, and I've said that a few times. But yeah, I don't know how long it was before we got the Kodiak. I just know we haven't used it very much. But the Fleet Star was always kind of the go-to, especially once we realised the GMC was rubbish. But it's It's one of those tricky ones. Once again, we're getting stuck. It's going to be a common occurrence, I think, to be fair. Right, another mess to sort out. I think what I'm going to do is give myself a break from commentating for the time being and try and keep moving forward, get through this as much as possible, and we'll speak to you in a little while. Right, we're still going. It's been an arduous journey so far. We're just arriving at the drilling site. And from there, it is just a straight... I say a straight run. It's a bit of a curvy run, but it is one road north. There's also a mission to pick up there as well. We need to do that. From here, we're going, yeah, straight round. It's because the marker's going straight towards the drilling site. That's not quite what we want to do here. We want to go and go around the outside of the drilling site, essentially. Is it left? I'll just check this. We're stuck. How are we stuck already? I thought we were fine, and obviously not. It is left we need to go. Just see by the blue marker in the corner there, to be fair. It's because the yellow markers also confuse you, and sometimes you think, okay, so it's saying it's over there. But yeah, it's not as simple as over there. Come on. It is, I think it is the weight of the trailer. I don't think the Kodiak is that bad. I think it is the weight of the trailer that's causing these issues. I'm a little bit cautious of fuel right now. We're under half a tank. I would say last time we topped up was before we didn't top up at the town centre, did we? Oh wow, okay, so that means no, we topped up at the garage here because we recovered, fixed the damage actually. So that from garage to the drilling site, we've used just over half a tank, and we have probably that distance to go once more to get to this final point. That's concerning. Yeah, I was hoping we'd use less fuel. That's the thing with the Fleet Star. One of the reasons I didn't want to use the Fleet Star for this, it drinks fuel like anything. So I didn't want to put that risk on the Fleet Star running out of fuel. But I think Kodiak's going to be very close to making it at this point, I think, with the fuel allowance. But we'll see what we can do. Okay, we've got some hills to go up. The chance is too bad. The ground itself seems fairly good. It's not ever so muddy or anything. It's not wet mud. So that's not too bad. Saying that, as we're slowing down. Is it getting wetter? We're just slipping more than anything else, I think. Yeah, I think the tyres are just slipping in the wet conditions. And we had this question answered by Studio Game the other day. I asked about whether does it affect anything, when it rains, do the roads get wetter? They don't. The weather isn't a factor into things, it's just more of a world alive kind of factor. So these roads are always like the way they are now. They don't dry out or anything, which is a shame. I can understand why they didn't put it in, because you just keep passing time until you got sunny days, wouldn't you? So the road dry out. But so I can understand one side of it, but at the same time, that just the dynamic way of doing things, if you had that ability for when it rains the roads are slicker, I think it would be quite cool. But there we go, just my 2 cents. Okay, it's getting quite tight this way actually, and it is getting very slow. We are starting to struggle a bit more with the mud now. It is that wet mud that's causing us the issue, I think, more than anything else. I cannot remember for the life of me what tyres we had on this. They weren't mud tyres, I don't think we've got them yet. I think it's off-road or all-terrain. It's one of the two. But they should be fine with this, surely. Which is, if it's not the wheels, it's power and trailer that are the issue. It's just which one is it? Fuel is dropping rapidly. That is being a bigger worry now. We're still a little way away as well. Yeah, this is going to be close, I think. Bouncing a little bit over the rocks. We're doing okay there. The journey itself's been fine, to be fair. Yes, the Kodiak's got stuck a few times. Yes, the Fleet Star may have been better, but then we're still pulling a trailer on the back, and the Fleet Star we know struggles anyway with that. So it could have still been struggling the Fleet Star, to be fair. Maybe not in the same places, but I think the Fleet Star would still struggle a little bit. Whereas the Kodiak is doing okay. It's not, it's not blasting through like it. No one's business. It's slowly and methodically making its way forward, and that's working, which is the important thing. Right, come on. I wish it'd go a little bit faster at times, though. Especially up hills and stuff. I do wish it'd go faster, but unfortunately, not much we can do about that. Okay, let's keep going. Keep pushing on. I think we're getting closer. How close? I'm not too sure. So I'll keep moving forward. Come on, use the winch in combination with turning and power as much as possible, I think. And just try and keep ourselves moving. Oh, I've got wheels off the floor. Wheels off the floor is never a good sign. That's a sign we're losing control of the vehicle. What are we... I don't know what's going on there. Come on. Get it round. There we go. These trees are going to be an issue. Can we get through the middle? Through the middle of the trees. Come on. On a bit more firmer ground as well. Definitely tell the difference with the ground types. You can feel it as well. That's the thing. When trying to drive forward. I wondered if the grass would be a more of a smoother surface so it wouldn't stop as much. Which is a bit better. Wouldn't say perfect though. Good job there's no incoming traffic, to be fair. Then we could be in a bit of trouble. Right, come on. Just got to keep using the winch. There's got to be winch points, surely. There you go. Thought for a minute there was no winch points. That would have been bad. Right, pull us forward. Come on. Keep going forward. I feel like we are nearly there. It's difficult to tell. I don't want to rush to the map every 5 minutes to see. I think that's the worst thing I could be doing. It's demoralising when you think, oh, I've barely moved. So I don't want to do that. Just got to keep using the trees really and keep winching us forward. Which slows everything down itself anyway. But what choice do we have really? Okay. More wet mud coming up. This is the kind of stuff we're not looking forward to, puddles. Come on. Let's keep edging it. Ever so slowly getting there. Just getting stuck. Where are we stuck now? Looks like the trailer's not stuck, but where back end is. It isn't good when you're real drive, to be fair. There we go. Down we go. I want to use more speed because I think that would maybe help, but then speed isn't always the answer. That's the problem. Come on, keep moving. I think we are nearly there. We are. It's just round the corner. Oh wow. Okay. The Kodiak may have done a thing. I think it's just round this corner. Just seeing when the arrow drop point is and how close it seems to us. I think we're nearly there. Come on. Oh, fuel is an issue. I've just noticed fuel is bad. Okay. I think this is going to be close. If we get there and at least drop the trailer off, it's not an issue. We can recover the Kodiak. So that's not an issue. It's just a case of getting there. Come on, Chevrolet. It's every time we're trying to rev to get out of mud though, that's draining the fuel even quicker, isn't it? That's the problem. It's knowing that that's going to cause that issue, a knock-on effect. I don't really know how to bring fuel out here. I suppose a scout truck filled with fuel, maybe. But it's not giving very much, is it? It's only a small amount each time. So I'm not sure. But we're probably stuck again. I think that's the drop point just ahead of us. A little yellow mark is dead ahead. I think that is a drop point. We're so low. And this is just pure mud here now. It's not even like we've chewed up the ground. It is just pure mud. Okay. Let's just keep trying to pull ourselves forward. The other issue as well, the weight of us in the trailer obviously pulls some of the trees over. It means you think you've got a good anchor point, it turns out you haven't. Come on. So close, so close. So we use every advantage we have really. But then again, also thinking about the actual delivery itself. You know, we don't want the trailer smashed or damaged in any way. That wouldn't be good for the person who's giving us the job. I don't know. I don't think you lose money if you damage whatever you're taking to them. But I'd rather still have it there in one piece if possible. Okay. Why is there someone there? No? Wasn't someone there? I thought I saw someone in the side there, but it wasn't. It was my imagination, don't I? It's me being half asleep, I think. Swear I saw someone. Yeah, no, me just being half asleep. Ignore me. Maybe we're not even as close as I thought we were. I thought we was right there as well, but I don't think we are. Or are we? I can't tell. I thought we was right there. Is it just over? It might be just over this hill to the side. I don't. I've probably been. If I've been talking gibberish for the last 10 minutes, I apologise. It is probably me being half asleep. That's why I may have to add more music into these, so I don't have to talk so much. Because I've got a really big suspicion I've been talking gibberish for the last 10 minutes or so. Because I can't remember anything I said, which is never a good thing. That's just the drowsiness and the morphine and everything else all kicking in, I suppose. Come on, so close. I think this is going to be the longest video for SnowRunner so far, as well. And this is only the first part of this mission as well. There's a second part to do yet. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right, now we're at the place where we drop off. I thought we was here earlier, don't worry. I mean, I'm not focusing. Okay, let's go and get this dropped off then, and that is job number 1 done of this 2-parter. And we'll do the rest in the second episode. We're getting stuck. This does not look a fun ground to be on in terms of traction. That's probably a bad decision. We're in the mud. I think that was a bad decision. The more we rev, the more fuel we waste. The more fuel we waste, the quicker we run out of fuel. Yeah, we're well and truly stuck there. I didn't. Yeah, I should have stayed high. That was bad. That was ridiculous. Just not going anywhere. Come on, the winch is helping a little bit. That fuel is nearly done. We are nearly out of fuel. Come on, can we get to the grass area? Be a bit more firmer ground. 4 fuel. I don't even think that amount of fuel can make it to the drop-off point, to be fair. Even from here, I don't think it'd make it. Down to 3. Down to 2. Down to 1. That's not good.